Hi, book friends. I want to know today, how do you decide what a 5-star read is? Like, what does a 5-star read to you? Drop that in the comments because I'm very curious. I always love seeing how different people think about it and how they approach their star ratings. So, what is that for you? What's 5-star read? For me, it's always my level of engagement and interest in the book. I can overlook typos unless it's just riddled with them, where it's clear that there was just some sort of major miss there. For the most part, no editing is perfect. That was the thing I had to accept when I went to publish my book. Was I had multiple people look at it. I had multiple proofreaders because it was just so did not want to have any errors. And I was finally like, you know what? No book's perfect. They're all just. I'm probably gonna find an error, and it's gonna probably drive me nuts. But for my own quality of work, but I thought about it when I read. I kind of just oh, okay, and then I move on past it and I keep going in the story. Because if the story's engaging enough, it won't pull me out and it will just let me keep going. So, like I said, unless it's really bad. So I go by just my own interest level. Was the story interesting enough that I wanted to keep reading it and I couldn't wait to start reading it again, or I struggle to put it down when it's time for me to finally let myself or make myself go to sleep at night? That's how I determine if it's a 5-star read. If it kept my interest enough, and then if I enjoyed the story but I kind of had to skim through a couple things, or kind of it took me a little bit to get into it, maybe that's a 4-star read, and then we start going from there. So for me to rate something a 1 or a 2, it's got to be pretty bad. I don't have very many of those ratings because it's got to be just pretty bad, and I usually finish, and I'm not usually a not finished person. So that's how I think about it, but I love hearing how other people think about it. It's such an interesting way that people approach it, because for some people a 3-star is a really good read. And so drop yours in the comments. Tell me how you rate.